All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're unpacking Palo Alto Networks' latest earnings report because it reveals something huge, a massive strategic pivot. They are betting billions, literally billions, that the entire future of enterprise security is about one thing: protecting artificial intelligence. And, this quote from their CEO, Nikesh Arora, just nails it. It perfectly captures this new reality. We're not just talking about using AI to catch bad guys anymore. No, no. We're talking about a world where AI agents are basically part of the workforce, making decisions and taking actions all on their own. The old ways of securing things, they just can't keep up, not even close. So that brings us to the central question, right? When your software starts acting like an employee, running critical tasks and digging into sensitive systems, how on earth do you keep that secure? Well, Palo Alto Networks thinks it has the answer. Okay, so let's really dive into this problem. The whole game has changed. For the last year or so, most big companies have been kind of playing in an AI sandbox, right? Just experimenting. But now that's over. They are moving those incredibly powerful AI models into real business-critical workflows. This is not a test run anymore, and that creates a whole new attack surface, whole new world of hurt, with threats like prompt injection that could trick an AI agent into leaking sensitive data. It's faster and way more complex than anything we've seen before. And the sheer speed of this new threat is just staggering. Palo Alto's own research team, Unit 42, found that attackers are now operating 4 times faster than they were just last year. Think about that. In nearly a quarter of all breaches, they're in, they've got the data, and they're out in under an hour. A manual, human-led defense, it stands absolutely no chance against that. So what's the solution then? Well, Palo Alto is going all in on a strategy they call platformization. The core idea here is pretty simple. Trying to stitch together a dozen different security tools from a dozen different vendors is just a recipe for disaster. The only way to fight at machine speed is with a single, unified defense. And you can really see the difference here, side by side. On the left, that's the old way, a total patchwork of products, riddled with blind spots, and all depending on slow human reactions. But on the right, that's the platform approach. One single system with unified controls that can see everything and react automatically, in real time. It's a night and day difference. And look, this isn't just a theory they're floating. It's a strategy that's actually working. In their latest quarter, they signed up 110 new customers to this platform model. That's a record for them. What that tells you is that when major companies are facing these new AI-driven threats, they're choosing consolidation and integration over a messy, fragmented approach. Now, you can only make these kinds of huge bets on AI security if your core business is absolutely firing on all cylinders. And let me tell you, Palo Alto's growth engine is humming. Just take a look at their SASE business, that's Secure Access Service Edge, which is all about securing network access for today's remote and hybrid workforces. It just blew past a massive $1.5 billion annual revenue milestone, and it's still growing at a blistering 40%. Then there's their flagship AI security platform, XCM. It just hit its own major milestone, crossing $500 million in annual revenue. This is their big bet on the AI-powered Security Operations Center, the command center, for company cybersecurity. And you can see it scaling incredibly fast. And what about securing the AI models themselves? Their new platform for that, Prisma AI-RS, which stands for AI Runtime Security, is designed to protect those models and applications directly. It's already signed up over 100 customers in just a few quarters. The demand for securing AI is here, right now. Okay, so it's this incredibly strong foundation that has given them the confidence to make 2 of the biggest acquisitions in the company's entire history. And these aren't just little add-ons. These are foundational pillars for securing the whole AI-powered enterprise. The first pillar is identity security. To put it simply, it's all about verifying who is doing what. When an AI agent needs to access a critical system, you have to be 100% sure it is what it says it is, and that it only has permission to do what it's supposed to do. In this new world, this is the new perimeter. And the second pillar is observability. This is all about seeing what is happening. You see, AI systems operate at a scale that is just impossible for humans to monitor manually. Observability gives you that deep visibility you need to understand exactly what's going on across all your systems, so you can make sure they're reliable and resilient. So to own these 2 critical areas, Palo Alto Networks is buying CyberArk, a giant in identity security with $1.2 billion in annual revenue, and Chronosphere, a leader in large-scale observability with $200 million in revenue.
I mean, these are massive, established companies.
And the price tag for that ambition, wow, it's staggering. But the crucial point here isn't just the number, it's the commitment it represents. We're talking about a nearly $5 billion cash investment. This isn't a small bet. This is an all-in move to define the future of security. So, with all that going on, how did this play out in their latest financial results? Does the performance actually back up this massive strategy?
Well, the answer is a pretty clear yes. The company beat expectations on both the top and bottom lines. They reported higher revenue and stronger earnings per share than Wall Street was even anticipating. The core business is executing extremely well.
And if you look at their next-generation security revenue, you really see the full picture. The business grew an impressive 33% year over year. And get this, most of that, 28%, was strong organic growth, with their recent acquisitions already adding another 5% right on top.
So, the strategy is bold and the execution so far has been strong. But this high-stakes game is far from over. Let's talk about the challenges ahead.
Look, spending nearly $5 billion in cash is a huge financial commitment. And trying to integrate two large, complex companies like CyberArk and Chronosphere, that is an enormous operational challenge. Any kind of disruption in that process could create serious execution risk and put a lot of pressure on the company. Which leaves us with this final question. Palo Alto Networks is making a definitive, all-in bet that it can become the indispensable digital guardian for the AI era. The opportunity is absolutely immense, but the stakes have truly never been higher. Will this ambitious vision pay off, or will the cost of building tomorrow's security platform prove to be just too high? Well, that is the multi-billion-dollar question.